Hi, I'm here today to talk to you about Andrew Carnegie.
Think of the name
Many people have
Katerina,
heard of
and
the
you
famous
add
concert
gift,
hall,
the
Carnegie
beginning.
Hall, or of the 2,800 Carnegie libraries scattered throughout the United States. But few people know much about Andrew Carnegie, the man for whom these buildings have been named. I'm here today to talk to you about Andrew Carnegie's private life, public life, setbacks, and accomplishments, and the power he held throughout his lifetime. The reason for Andrew Carnegie's successful business life can be traced back to his private life. He was born in Scotland in 1835. Although Andrew Carnegie grew up to become one of the most successful men in the United States, he was born quite poor. His family immigrated to the United States in 1848. He began working and educating himself at a young age. He got a job at the Pennsylvania Railroad and eventually worked himself to superintendent of the railroad's Pittsburgh division. I believe that the reason he worked so hard throughout his life is because he knew what it was like to live in poverty. He was determined to rise above and make himself successful. He eventually left the railroad to work on steel. Andrew Carnegie married Louise Whitfield in 1887, and from then on lived parts of each year on his great estate in Scotland. The main accomplishments Andrew Carnegie made in his life were in the public sphere. They included his extremely successful steel company and his extensive philanthropic work. As a young man, he dedicated himself to his work. He founded the J. Edgar Thompson Steel Works, which later became the Carnegie Steel Company. He used new innovations to decrease the cost of manufacturing and increase the amount of steel his company produced. He sold his company to J.P. Morgan for $250 million. After he sold his company, he retired and devoted himself to philanthropy. Carnegie used his money to build over 2,800 libraries. The Carnegie Corporation of New York aids colleges, universities, libraries, research, and training in law, economics, and medicine. He wanted to help other people achieve the same kind of success he himself had achieved. By building libraries and colleges, Andrew Carnegie showed that although he had become immensely rich, he still cared about those less fortunate. The main components of Andrew Carnegie's public life were the effects his company had on others and his many writings regarding business and philanthropy. By 1900, his company, Carnegie Steel, produced 1/4 of all the steel in the United States. Therefore, Carnegie Steel also employed and was responsible for the incomes of many people. Carnegie's decisions affected many people. Andrew Carnegie published many writings sharing his life experiences with the public. His writings include Triumphant Democracy, The Gospel of Wealth, The Empire of Business, Problems Today, and Autobiography. Andrew Carnegie touched many people's lives through his steel company, writings, and philanthropy. Although Andrew Carnegie led a very successful life, he did have a few setbacks, including the family into which he was born. His family was poor. His father was a hand loom weaver and was put out of work by the arrival of the power loom. His company was very successful, yet disagreements between management and workers sometimes sparked conflict. One of the most famous examples of this is the Homestead Strike. This conflict started when Carnegie and his lieutenants, most notably Henry C. Frick, favored the management over the Amalgamated Association of Iron, Steel, and Tin Workers. When he sided with the management over the workers, Andrew Carnegie's reputation of being a fair businessman and philanthropist was tarnished. Because of the hard work Andrew Carnegie put in throughout his life, he gained immense economic power. Because of his company, Andrew Carnegie held the well-being of workers and families in the palm of his hand. He also had control over the entire steel industry. He was a self-made man, and his power was well-deserved, and for the most part well-used. However, in cases like the Homestead Strike, he abused his power to gain more wealth. He was also a philanthropist, though. Like most powerful people, Andrew Carnegie used his power in both good and bad ways. I have explained to you the private life, public life, setbacks, accomplishments, and power of Andrew Carnegie. He was the man who in many ways embodied the American dream. He came here with nothing but the brain in his head, and by the time he died, he was one of the most powerful men in the country. His life story is encouraging to all of us who hope to improve ourselves. It also teaches us the importance of not forgetting to give back to others. As Andrew Carnegie said in Wealth, "A man who dies rich dies disgraced."